Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears! Last time we visited the Ethos hideout, well not hideout, the headquarters, and we got all the stuff done there. Now, damn. You can talk to that little girl that's running around there. I don't think she has anything interesting to say though. First things first, if we open up this guy and talk to you, now that Billy is here, and you gotta collect all the chickens in the coop. Wanna help me? Okay, sure. Well, you actually get another badge for this. Now, unfortunately, the chickens aren't all that bright. They're all just located around here, and basically you talk to them, they follow for a very short amount of time, and then you have to go talk to them again, which is really annoying. So I'm going to do pretty much all of this off screen. I think there's 3 chickens, though I will let you know how many there are closer to the... Bugger, get out of the way. Once I've gotten them all, you just basically need to open the gate for them and let them all in. So can I move from here, please? Okay, these guys are annoying. Alright, I'll see you in a moment. Alright, as you can see, I've collected all... Well, you can kind of see. There's 2 on the same panel over here. But I have collected all 3, and once you've done that, he'll pay you back with the tag badge, which is the 3rd and final of the badges. Part of the little badge side quest area thing there. We actually just get, I think, a couple of items for it, and that's about it. There's someone up here. Let's talk to you real quick. Okay then. And I commit suicide by falling off there. So now that we've done that, let's go talk to Billy, which is the original reason why we've come here. We gotta thank him for helping us out with Faye there. Better than he was before. He should come around according to the doctors, so that's good. How do we thank you? Well, that's a nice thing to say. He seems to be kind of, bipolar. Well, bipolar's not really the right word. He seems to have his 2 different sides. He's a duality in and of itself, where, he is very blunt and, kind of rude in some ways, and very kind and gentle in other ways. That becomes important, and we'll kind of note that as things go on here. Not quite correct. I believe he was 7 or 10 at the time. I'm not sure. Something around that area, though. He definitely wasn't an infant. Look who we have here. Oh, what kind of a ship is that? Let's head to the bridge and go figure out what's going on there. Oh, look, it's Jessie. Seriously? That's one way of referring to somebody. Who do you think you are? Yeah, it's like, wait, how come no one seems to recognize him? That's kind of weird. Siggy? I'd say that's rare. It just sort of happened that, so many different people are meeting up with each other years after the fact. And yeah, apparently Jessie knows Satan there, so it makes sense that he would know Sigrid as well, since of course those 2 were, together a long time ago as well, right? So what are all of us doing here? And apparently Billy even knows Sigrid. What's with the eye patch? Oh, apparently they did know each other. Raquel is Billy's mother. Hey, hey, hey! Oh, that's funny. Don't get cute, kid. I don't know. He's, a lower officer. It's bad form, boy. Yeah, now I'm not sure if they mentioned this before, but when I talked about the elements briefly a few videos back when it referred to um, Dominia and Kelvena, um, the elements are like the elite fighting squad from the students of Jugend and for the Slor's military. Now, the older ones, the older generation of elements, was Sigurd and Citan and others we won't talk about yet. But, so yeah, when Sigurd was in school, he rented a house from Jessie and kind of grew up next to Billy there. And of course, he's a whiny brat now. And Jessie has a good plan for everything. Let's get ourselves trashed. Has to be a bar or two on board your ship. I've already got a headache and I haven't even started drinking yet. There you go. Good plan, Jessie. Some people just need to slow down. Just a wee bit. Just can't say no to them. Alrighty then. Go ahead and have a good time. I don't think any of the rest of us are going to drink. Maybe Rico. Anyway, what is this hoot ship? Before going back and checking that out, must first follow Billy. This is important. If you don't do this, the plot won't continue. And if you talk to this thing... Ah, there's Billy. Nice hidden door there. Sorry about that. Can I go back in there now, please? No, I guess not. Oh, look who we have here. Looks like another clergyman. Uncle Stone. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at all the kids, and everyone seems to love this guy. Must be another one of the people of the church. Kind of looks like it. Ah, there we go. Bishop Stone. He is from the church. Oh, Primera just had ellipses and she ran away. That's kind of odd. Who are these people? Strange looking people. From multiple other countries, in fact. Let's see, we've got Ave, Solaris, and Nortune. Or Kislev, rather. So yeah, we definitely have people from all over the place with us here. Oh, an Ethos transport ship. I wonder if that's the same one that Sigurd was talking about. Reapers. Can you do the usual? And considering he's an E-tone and their usual job is to eliminate Reapers, I'm assuming he's going to go kill them. Pretty fast sea currents, best to stay away from the salvagers. Better go on a big ship. Yeah, probably. Place where the currents are really fast. Dangerous for small ship, but the submarine should probably be able to handle it. Yeah, probably. We actually don't. He's kind of unconscious. Well, that's a nice offer there, Bart. Least we can do is help you out with your job. Is it now? Well, if it's dangerous, you might as well have help. No point in making things more difficult than they need to be, right? Why don't you cooperate with them? He doesn't seem to like accepting help. It's a bit of a loner, this guy, which is odd. Again, the duality of Billy's character. He likes to be alone, but he runs an orphanage. Now, I don't think they've mentioned this, but this orphanage has no association with the ethos. It is entirely Billy's doing. Billy runs it with his sister, and the kids actually help out in the running of the place because he funds this himself. I appreciate your help. Report back to headquarters after you get back. Yes, Bishop. Okay, well that's nice. Now, there's one thing of note. Billy and his entire family are pretty focused on the duality aspect. From father to son to sister, all of them are kind of that way. I don't think I can get in here right now, can I? No. Okay. Go ahead and get on board. Okay, so you can't go in there, but he, of course, phases through there. That's great. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, so it seems to be kind of a main theme of the storyline there. Is that kid going to come around here any second now? Whatever. And they warp us back, which is nice. Okay. Must be in the gun room or somewhere. Speaking of the gun room, let's go like so and head into the gun room. Now, hopefully I can talk to Mason first before the scene starts. Nope, guess not. I was trying to buy some stuff, but I guess I will put it off until later. That's fine. Yeah, I guess, who are you talking to? Didn't mean to. This is true. Enough about old times. He does a lot of loitering, it seems. Now, let's see. Can I talk to Mason first? Okay. It's not all that bad. How may I be of service? Well, since we already know we're going to be helping out Billy... Oh, never mind. The items haven't upgraded yet. I wanted them to upgrade. They upgrade to what's on the Thames there. But as soon as, you know, as soon as the next sequence plays out, he'll have it. I just was kind of hoping to do it now. Anyway, let's talk to some people here. Time for you to depart. Before we go, let's do the usual, you know, the paint the face on your stomach and dance around trick. Wait, what? I'm assuming that's something you do when you're completely and utterly trashed, because I never got that drunk. I ought to get out of here too. Where are you going? When we've got more time, sure thing. I hope I live to have the opportunity. That's kind of dark. What? Sigurd gets drunk so easily. Yeah, he got blackout drunk. That's... yeah. They definitely love the alcohol in this game, especially in this arc. Mainly because of Jessie, but yeah. There's definitely references to that at multiple points. And we get some more background on drunk Jessie and Billy. Heard tons of good stories. Of course they were. He was too drunk to remember what actually happened. Yeah. Holy man's father, why don't you open your eyes? Why does he need to quit being a priest? They seem to be doing a great job at helping people out. Without a shred of faith. And he used to be an E-tone, right? That's what they said. And now he has no faith at all. It's kind of interesting how he would do a complete flip like that. Again, duality. The duality of him when he was an E-tone versus now. I will get into how they kind of allude to a lot of these things later when we learn more, but I don't want to step out of line too much. Kind of wish they had music here. Why not? A fake? Well, that's kind of depressing. No way to prove it, huh? What are you saying? Oh. And of course, Billy gets instantly incensed. Advice from a stranger to quit your job. And I guess he's going to go pass out on the front lawn or something like that. Who knows? It's not like there's anything else he can do. He could either, come back to this ship or stay there, but that's about all he can do. Alright, now that we've had a nap, we can go in here into the gun room again and talk to Billy, who should be in here now. I don't think they ever mentioned that he's in here, but yeah, there we go. Let's talk to Stan first there. And talk to Billy here. Good morning. Unique equipment, huh? And this is tutorial time. Base equipment are guns, they're handgun, ether gun, and big gun. Triangle, square, and X. Handgun can only be replaced with other versions of the same kind. You made the other two kinds of guns myself, so there are no others to replace them with. Power up a gun's attack force by changing the ammo or bullets with more powerful ones. So yeah, you actually have a limited amount of ammo, which kinda sucks and makes it so I don't like to use them all that often. But at the same time, he does have some unique aspects to his use in battle. Must keep an ample supply and reload not really frequently, every half hour or so, depending on how much you're battling. Yes, I understand. I don't want you to say it again. It's not that complicated. Famous rifle machine ganter. Ganter? I don't know. Whatever it is. Anyways, handed down the Armstrong line for generations. Yeah, I can't do his voice. Nobody can. Such an awesome character. And he brandishes a whip. Yeah, well, you don't really need to tear down all the people who just volunteered to help you. Anyway, Billy, I'd like to know why you became an E-tone. Bart's not interested, of course, because he's, being a child. Your own intentions, personally. Again, because he has those two different kind of sides of his personality. I'll tell you about that too. And we get more background. I didn't remember, yeah. So, yeah, this is the time where he kind of became an orphan. He was 8 or 9, so I said 7 to 10, so I was right in the same kind of ballpark. He's taught how to use a gun. He looks the same. One day he disappeared. Yeah, I don't know why he's supposed to be 8 or 9 in this, and then he kind of looks the same height as Prim, which seems kind of weird. He never came back. Well, he did at some point. Well, that's kind of depressing. Oh, and that's the happy part? Whoa, what the hell is that? Attacked by Reapers and Mom was killed. Again, RPG characters definitely can't have parents. Why do we hear gunshots? Huh? Haven't I seen him before? Bishop Stone saved them. They're not just monsters. Some of them are more intelligent than humans. Probably, as we've seen before, is because they were once humans, at least according to the ethos. So they're a religious organization who, you know, doesn't value science, right? So we can only believe them so far, but we have no other ideas about how these Reapers come to be in the first place, so we have no better reason than to believe them, right? So yeah, that's why Primera doesn't talk. She witnessed her mother being killed by Reapers when she was but a child. That actually makes a lot of sense. So Billy's had a hard life, which is why he's hard on a lot of people. And he's kind of blunt and to the point, because he hasn't had a proper upbringing when he was a child. But at the same time, he knows the feeling of helping people or being helped, and so he wants to relay that to others. He began training at the Ethos to become just like Bishop Stone. And leaving his sister in the care of the Ethos. At least he left her in the care of somebody. But there's no one there. Guess they were too lazy to animate it. Many years passed. When he came home, finished training at the monastery and became an Etone. Returned home to open the orphanage. And then he came back. He was different. Some terrible accident changed him. Not only his looks, his character and manner had changed entirely as well. So this is why he doesn't have a great deal of respect for his father. His father came back and didn't live up to the idealized image that he had of him. It's partially that, but as we kind of saw with Sigurd not recognizing him, he has physically changed as well. You know, his physical features have changed, and there's reason for that, which they'll go over much, much later. Prim needed a father, and she became attached to him. Oh, so. Now that's dark. Yeah, they've made references to prostitution, like, you know, there's, you know, say a prostitute that you talk to as an NPC in RPGs before, you know, that says something suggestive, but you're actually getting a character say that they almost sold themselves. Just think about that for a minute. How often do we see things like this in JRPGs? Almost never. What now, Bart? Oh, doesn't... He's kind of coming at it on a harsh tone. Well, there's a good amount of money for whatever it was. Now, Bart so far has shown very little affection toward Billy, but seeing someone in despair has instantly brought out his need to care for others. As you've kind of seen, most of the characters we have an ability to care for others around them. Rico showed it with his subordinates when they got taken out in the sewers. Ellie has shown it for everyone. Satan has shown it as a mentor. Billy is showing it, or Bart is showing it to Billy. Billy has shown it to, lots of people in his life, from his sister to orphan children. It's an interesting idea, and Faye, of course, has shown it a whole bunch as well. Bart actually gets really upset at the idea that Billy would do this to support himself because he's never had that lack of support, right? He's always had people to help him, and he wants to use that support to help others. I like the character development in this game a lot. I know I'm kind of harping on it, but still. Could this be that you are nice after all? Yeah, no doubt. And of course, Billy, I think, is 16, maybe 17 in this game. He's still a kid. Which explains, because he didn't have the proper upbringing and the proper support when he was younger, that explains a lot of that. But this video has run a long time, more than it need to. That building on the left there is the lighthouse that I was mentioning before that we cannot get into. We won't be able to do much with that for quite some time. That's like end of the game stuff there. And eventually it goes by itself. I'll hit some fast forward there. Looks like we've made it. It sails us automatically, and now we're actually locked in here. Now, can anyone help us? Yes, we do have a party system. Billy is required, so he's going to stay in there. I'm going to unequip characters and hopefully be able to set things up. I'm going to start with the party that I want to bring in there, though. Now, there is a boss in here that Satan will be useful for. There's a boss that Ellie will be useful for. Bart's will be useful overall against both bosses, so I'm going to bring him in. Rico, not all that useful in this area, so leave him alone. And yeah, that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Xenogears. Sorry it ran so long. But yeah, I'm going to go and change up my characters, get all my equipment where it needs to be, and buy some more ammo for Billy. And yeah, that's all for this one. I'll do all that off screen and get myself ready, and I'll see you guys next time.